The sea never asks the river where it has been. It simply makes room and expands. There is a kind of love that does not demand your history before offering you room. It does not ask you to defend how you arrived, explain every bruise, or become smaller so it can hold you. May you find that kind of rest tonight, a place wide enough for all of you have carried, and gentle enough to let your body stop bracing. Let the day loosen its grip. The unfinished things can wait until morning. Rest now, beautiful ones. You are not alone, and you are so very loved. This is so beautiful for me. I have gone through a lot of public judgment, I guess is a good way to put it. And then dating as an older woman within the same community, that the worst traumas and horrors of my life happened on a public stage. It was exhausting. Because, date after date, I was judged. Preconceived notions, ideas, taking liberties, thinking they can abuse me because I had been abused in the past, made to feel bad about how that wound happened or how that bruise happened. And this just exemplifies, my husband now is beautiful. The first time I met him, I said, I need someone to go shoulder to shoulder with me. I need someone to be evenly yoked. And all those preconceived judgments, he didn't do that to me. It puts me at a disadvantage immediately where we will never be evenly yoked. He didn't ask how I arrived. He didn't care how I arrived. All he cared about is who I am today. And grateful for whatever river brought me to him. That is a healthy love. Another quick story about how the heart expands. One of the children didn't want me to have another baby. Now I've birthed 5 children and raised 5 children. I have more, but those are the ones that I biologically have birthed and raised. And one of the children didn't want me to have another baby because they didn't see how they could love another baby the way that they had loved their little sibling. There's no way possible that the heart could be that big. There's only this much room. So I had to explain to them. The heart is infinite and expanding. Just because you love this one this much doesn't mean that there's not room for the next one and the next one. And just expands and expands and expands. It's not territorial and a limited, what's the best word for that? Limited supply of our love that we can give. Our hearts are the one part of us that taps into God. And it has infinite capacity. And the other little story I just want to tell is we had friends that had died. They were adopted grandparents for the kids, and they had died in a plane accident. Devastating for us, truly. So many levels. Because my heart, I just bring people in and you become family. So very soon after that, made new friends. and, Auntie Colleen and Charles. And she goes, I'm not loving them. I'm not losing anyone else. So if I don't love them, it's not going to hurt. And she was young when she made this statement. And I'm like, well, you're missing the whole point of life if you decide to go that route. Yes, it hurts. But it is worth. That is the price of love. And it's worth every pain that we may feel. Because it's true. We're only hurt by the people we love. Truly. But it's a life unlived if you do not open that heart and love. So again, the sea never asks the river where it has been. It simply makes room and expands. Love from Mama. Get out there, lead with your heart. My oldest brother just made that statement. Well, I made that statement to him. He goes, I don't understand how you've overcome the challenges that you have. And I said, well, I lead with my heart. And he goes, well, your heart, it goes like 20 feet in front of you. And I'm like, yes. That is my superhero power. And that means I take on a lot of pain and grief and sorrow. But it's worth it because it opens up the most beautiful things of this life. And honestly, I feel sad for anyone who doesn't see the beautiful things that love brings. And I'm a woman who has felt the pain of the darkest moments. And I still say that. Love, Mama. And you are loved. Don't forget that.